Hey folks, Pickleball Librarian here, and I noticed on Facebook the Pickleball Hall of Fame was saying that the deadline for the 2020 nominations is coming up. And I contacted them and I asked them for the date, and I was told it was June 15th. So if you go to pickleballhalloffame.com, you can look up the guidelines and you can find the forms. They have two categories. They're looking for competitors and contributors. And there's a certain number of each that they get, but I'm just going to give you who I would nominate in each section. So the first person I would nominate for competitor for the 2020 Pickleball Hall of Fame is Steve Wong. Now, Steve, he could be nominated for either competitor or contributor. I mean, he is a 6-time national champion. I mean, his nickname is the People's Pro. And he's always out there in Surprise, Arizona. He's playing all the time. He's developing people. He's helping people become the best they can. But in his business world, he's also like that too. I mean, in addition to be, I better not forget, he was a former US APA vice president. That's pretty huge. But he's a team builder. He surrounds himself with strong, talented people. I mean, I noticed that his current company, Armour Pickleball, there's a lot of good people on that team. I've met a lot of them. I talked to them. Very strong business people. And then also met people from Top Pickleball, his previous business, and very good company. Very solid. A lot of great people. I mean, I just love Nikki. She's very helpful. And then when I go further back and I look at Onyx, and Onyx is cool because their parent company, Escalade, is publicly traded. So if you want to own stock in Pickleball, that's a way to do it. Anyway, I asked about Onyx. It's like, wow, Steve, you're such an, innovator. And then I told him that he's surrounded himself with a great team. And I asked him about Onyx. And, instead of talking about what he did with Onyx, he talked about who's his now ex-wife, Heidi Wong, how she's so instrumental, how Heidi was a co-founder of Onyx and did a lot. He talked about the contributions from Byron. I mean, I wish we had more time because being with Steve Wong, listening to what he did on the business scene, I mean, that's like a piece of history. But I've just got to nominate him as a competitor. I mean, he's just out there. He wants to win. He wants his people to win. And when the folks that he trained are playing in the tournament and he's not playing, he's out there cheering for them. So, Steve Wong, you're my nomination for the 2020 Pickleball Hall of Fame as a competitor. Okay. Now, the next person I want to nominate, I'm going to pick him as a contributor. I mean, he does play at a high level too. He's won tournaments before, and that's Ronnie Grubbs, a.k.a. Rocket. So Rocket, he owns Pickleball Rocks. I mean, I wear their shirts all the time. I got their shorts on right now. They make good quality apparel. And I think just about everybody has something that says Pickleball Rocks. And everybody's probably said that phrase too. He was smart enough to trademark that a few years ago. But anyway, Pickleball Rocks is more than just clothes. More than people wearing the Pickleball Rocks shirt. I mean, they have their own academy. They have a team. They have teaching. I mean, Rodney is a real community person. He cares about the community. And I like his blog. So if you go to his website, Pickleball Rocks, you can look at the blog. You can look at old entries too. He's very inspirational. And Rodney, I could tell you, he's very customer focused. And Rodney, just like Steve, he also has a great team behind him. I mean, his family helps a lot. I've received a lot of help from Zach. And, very good. They help me a lot. And let's see, Rodney also sponsors tournaments. And he did a lot with the Kansas City Pickleball Festival. And, the reason why I nominate both these folks is I've had the pleasure and the honor of spending time with them, working with them on different things. So that is just awesome. So anyway, I nominate Ronnie Grubbs for the 2020 Pickleball Hall of Fame as a contributor. So both Steve Wong and both Ronnie Grubbs, a.k.a. Rocket, they are two of my favorite people on pickleball. And as I go through this pickleball journey, as I really get to know people more, you might see more nominations in the future. But this is the deadline that's coming up, June 15th. It's probably only take about 15-20 minutes to fill out these forms. So those are going to be my entries, and I encourage you, use your experience. Think about who you want. And, fill out the form. And, hey, if there's someone else you want to nominate, feel free to put a comment on this. I'll definitely read it. And, maybe when I'm out on the road, I'll get a chance to meet them and get to know them too. So, y'all have a nice day.